Hey, what's going on? It's good to see you again. Well, I did a video about Candace Owens and Cardi B, and the subject of her song came up, WAP. I'll just say it like that. And I wanted to read the song, so I did. I read the lyrics, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this because I like to observe culture and see what's going on. You might not know this about me, but I'm really into like high quality movies, production value, directing, acting, music videos, documentaries. I'm all about excellent quality. I'm actually a perfectionist, which helps me out in this area. So I'm also somebody that can critique it. I'm like a movie critic. I'm really good at looking at things and thinking, is this good or is this bad? So I went and I looked at the video. I wanted to watch WAP, the video, because I didn't just want to, put it down without actually knowing what it was about. So I watched it and I made some notes. It was just a couple minutes ago. So I'm going to refer to these notes and we're just going to kind of go over it. All right, here we go. I couldn't believe this. On YouTube, it had 185 million views. I mean, that's unbelievable. 185 plus, actually, million views. That's an incredible platform. No wonder why the Democrats wanted her to interview Joe Biden. But it's incredible that they actually, I know why they did it, because she has such a huge platform, but I can't believe they wanted to do it because of what she's pushing on people. I heard children like 8 to 12 are a category that really look up to this Cardi B girl. The music, I'm just talking about the overall quality and production value of it. The music was actually, it was good. I'm not a huge fan of rap, but I actually, I like this song. It's just like the sound of it, the music, it was catchy, it pulled me in. It just kept looping, and so I didn't have a problem with that. The quality of the video was actually excellent. The costumes, I'm just talking about the quality of them, like the costumes and the set designs was actually amazing. The editing, I used to be a huge video editor. The editing was on point. The lyrics, as I said, were completely X-rated. The video was X-rated. I felt like I was watching a pornographic movie. It was so bad. I mean, I'm just being honest here. It's interesting that, okay, now YouTube, it flags people, it demonetizes people, and it's always censoring people and saying, you're going against the community guidelines. But this, it totally goes under the radar, right? It's totally fine with them, it's interesting. It's interesting that they would censor a conservative voice or censor a video where doctors are coming out and talking about a certain subject, certain medication. They would censor them, but this coming out just pushing this into the minds of people, this pornographic X-rated stuff, and this is X-rated. They have no problem with it. So that's something to really think about. Somebody told me when something doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. You have to, that means there's something else going on behind the scene. All right, let me turn this page. The girls, like I said, the girls are wearing basically nothing. The girls are almost wearing nothing. I mean, it leaves nothing to the imagination. I read this article. It was saying, are these lyrics too sexualized for children? And the article went on to kind of debate no, it's not. If your kids see this, just use this as an opportunity to tell them about sex. I thought that was a poisonous way to look at it, because it's nobody's position in life to teach children about sex except for the parents. The parents, or maybe like spiritual leaders. It's not Hollywood's position to teach children about sex. It's not the entertainment industry, the music industry. It's not the responsibility to teach young girls or guys about sex. Speaking of young guys, I can see why guys would want to watch this video, because it's girls walking around basically naked. So yeah, so let me say one more thing about the video, the quality, the dancing moves. There was this one girl that came on there. She was dressed in like black and white. She could really dance. The problem is she was basically wearing no clothes. And then they had something I thought was really kind of, this is one thing about the quality I did not like. When you first come into the video, there's like a water fountain and the water is like coming. It's like two naked girls, I think, and water is like coming out of their breasts. I thought this is very amateur. And then you get inside the house, and there's like on the wall, it's like these golden molded butts and stuff. And I thought, this is ridiculous. This should not be in here. That's one thing. It's like the only thing I saw that I thought, could have been no better. When I was growing up, there was a song by George Michael, and it was called "I Want Your Sex." And we were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this song's coming out. And where I lived on the radio, and I think on MTV too, they re-edited it because it was so controversial. Think about this. Somebody saying, "I want your sex," so controversial that they had to change the words to "I want your love" instead of "I want your sex." But now, think about it, a couple of years later, it's just anything goes. All right. The Hollywood industry, the entertainment industry, you know what they're good at? They're good at painting a picture, telling a story, and they pull you in. And when they get you close, they poison you. They give you like a poisonous pill. But they do it by... I remember I was watching this movie one time, and there was no cussing or no sex or anything throughout the whole movie. And there was this one, it was between these two guys, there was a storyline. And at the end of the movie, there was this huge, like, amazing, epic scene. And all of a sudden it got really quiet. And they were like, say something, come on, say something. And it got really quiet. And this guy was like, GD. He started cussing God, say something. And it was like, right, but they waited till they got you pulled in. There was like a pause for a second. And then bang, they hit you really hard. They're really good at doing that. They're good at selling you a lie and making it seem believable. They're good at poisoning you and corrupting you, unfortunately. You know what the song is like? When I was growing up, they said, don't smoke cigarettes because it's a gateway drug. It'll lead to alcohol. It'll also lead to other drugs, harder drugs like cocaine, amphetamines, ecstasy, heroin. This song and the video is like, it's a gateway drug to pornography because people are going to see this. All right. The fact that Joe Biden wanted to interview with this lady, or his handlers wanted him to interview with this lady, is mind-blowing. It's just completely mind-blowing. Think about this. It's like let me paint a picture for you. It's like we're on a Titanic, right? And they found out that the ship's just barely starting to go down. And they put us in this theater, right? There's this big theater hall somewhere in the Titanic where the ship were on. And they start just bombarding your mind with all these videos and high quality videos and stories and music. And you're so gripped by that you don't even realize that the ship is sinking. And while you're in there watching these videos, the ship goes down and you drowned. And you don't even know till the very last second. Is it hard to look around at the culture and realize that we're in a fallen world? And we're in a world where people are born into sin? Is it hard to see that? Because it's not hard for me to see it. It's easy to see it. Just think about what's going on. The violence, sexuality, the pornography, sex trafficking, everything going on. There's only one way to escape. If we were on that Titanic and it was going down and we were jammed in this room watching videos, watching music videos, watching movies, and all of a sudden somebody came in and said, hey, there's a lifeboat out here, but you have to come out here to get it. Well, I'm telling you, there's a lifeboat out here, but you have to come out here to get it. You know what the lifeboat is? The lifeboat is Jesus Christ. You have to give him your life. You have to realize that you're a sinner, you've fallen into sin, you're born into sin. You're born into sin. You're in a fallen culture, you're in a fallen world, and realize that Jesus, he is God. He came, he died for your sins, and if you receive him by faith and take his sacrifice that he died for you on the cross, rose the third day, then you can be born again. Don't allow Hollywood and the entertainment industry to blind you and to pull you into darkness. God has more for you than this. So what do you think? Where did I go wrong on my critique and my analysis of the video? Leave me a comment below. Do me a favor and subscribe. I'm going to try to be talking about relevant topics like this and debate them and look at different things about them, and subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. It'd be super awesome. All right,